It's just the one game here this afternoon in Melbourne. Couple of great rivals. Thompson's got Buckley. That's interesting. And here we go out of the middle. The Magpies have been able to get away to a flying start in recent games. This time it's Burke, however, who sets St Kilda up into the forward line. There's been a whistle. It's a free kick, and it's going to go against Aaron Hamill. O'Brien, who's been one of the form players for Collingwood, giving that engine room some real spark with Buckley. O'Brien comes towards centre wing. Buckley's a target. Fisted away by Thompson. Slapped down by Lockyer. He couldn't take it cleanly. Johnson gets claimed. They pile on top of him, and there will be a bounce just in St Kilda's attacking zone.
Just watching a few matchups here, boys, at the moment. Fraser Gehrig looks like he's got the job on Chris Tarrant at this stage. And as well, Prince Giacomo's playing on Stuart Lowe at centre forward for the Saints.
Chad Davis on Rocker. That could be interesting. Collingwood should be able to clear here through Fraser. Now he could go in towards the middle. Davis is clear. Gets away now. Penetrating hand pass wide to Loney on the outer side. This looks positive for Locuria as he goes in towards full forward. No one at home at the back, but waiting down in front. Can they score? Malloy, the D9! Misses.
Well, I'm not sure about this one here, KB, at the moment. Just watching the matchup there of Jared Malloy.
And Gale.
Yeah, Mark Gale. I'm not quite convinced about that, particularly if the ball's kicked in the air in a one-on-one contest. I think Jared Malloy will certainly be too big and too strong for Mark Gale.
Fraser Gehrig has lined up on Chris Tarrant because of the pace. Goes wide. And for the bounce, the ball was Peter Everett. A bit of muscle there with Steinford. Sees the ball over for a toss back in. Malloy would be crook on himself for missing that snap and can kick those goals. So that was a wasted opportunity. Everett and McKee. They lock horns. Locuria. Harvey. Those magnificent dancing feet, but this man has been caught. Just trying to do a bit too much. Just his second game back from injury. McKee pumps the ball back to 50. They'll stand. Rocker! Anthony Rocker. And we know he can kick the distance, Doug.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Kevin. Good to see Rocker backing some good touch. A few weeks there back, he spent a bit of time there, played with Williamstown. It's good to see him some good touch at the moment.
Got to make certain whoever's playing on Rocker, was it Platt? We'll check on that.
Justin Platt, you're right.
Got to make certain that he doesn't give him a run at the ball.
He won't punch from behind sometimes too.
Just got to stop the run at the ball.
Yep.
Anthony Rocker from 55 out, leans back, right to the line, and through for one behind.
And KB, good work by Spider over it there. Even though he wasn't needed, he was pushed back deep into that forward line just in case he needed to knock it through for a point.
Just very quickly, boys, Prince Giacomo's got the job on Hamill, and Wakeman is playing on Stuart Lowe.
Gehrig undecided. Will he head to the outer side once more? And now he gets the word to go, and he just dribbles it into the pocket. Aussie Jones. Another one coming back into the St Kilda lineup, wider to Nathan Burke. He's been picking up a ton of Sharon too in recent times, and it's great to see for the 300-gamer. So they drifted in towards half forward, but a costly turnover. Begley would have been disappointed with that kick. Oh, here's Malloy once again. Got the fly. Burke at the back wants Jones. Finds him right on the boundary line. He flicks it wide. It's got to be accurate, and it is. Lenny Hayes takes the mark on half back. Hayes drifts in towards the middle. Finds Kazitsky. The boy from Brocklesby. To go in towards the centre. Voss copped a really heavy one last week, but he's bounced back up again for another crack at it. Hamill out on the lead, takes the mark in front of the eyes, and he'll have a shot directly in front, and will be right on his distance, one would suggest.
Certainly will be, Sandy, no doubt about that. I'm just watching Kaczynski. He's playing at centre half back. He's playing on Josh Fraser, to the young guns. Should be a great contest.
And boys, as this was happening, Clap off and Capuano on for the Saints.
Thank you, Aussie. Still got young Rewalt to come into the St Kilda lineup. He's an exciting young player too. Like Kazitsky from 55. No mark taken, and the end result will be a throw-in.
Well, Sandy, we did mention the fact that, and KB, that Justin Platt wasn't the right matchup for Anthony Rocker. Now Matthew Capuano's got the job playing on Anthony Rocker with Platt on the bench at this stage.
Thompson runs into trouble. And there will be another ball up. Just the 2 points scored so far, both to Collingwood.
Looks like Paul Licuri's got the job running with Robert Harvey. Licuri's played most of his football in a half back line for the Magpies, so he's got a job in the midfield on Robert Harvey.
Just saw Carl Steinfort too. Burke, a chance.
Well
Nathan
done.
Burke. First goal of the day.
Well, that's fantastic football here from the Saints there with Nathan Burke. Of course, we know quite well last week played his 300th game. Stewie Lowe gets a knockout there against Shane Wakeland. Brilliant roving there by Nathan Burke, and we all know quite well that when you lead up to your 300th game, there's a lot of pressure on you, and he'll be pretty relieved now that's all gone by him. So it's a great goal to Nathan Burke. Good ruck work by Stuart Lowe.
Saints by 4 points. Nathan Burke has booted 10 goals, 2 for the season, so he's been a dead-eye dick. Everett just eyes off McKee. Across that centre circle. And does well. Just out jump McKee. Chance for the Pies, go forward. And there's Malloy, took it from O'Brien. It's been such a great pickup. Big and strong, leads. He's quicker than what people think. And we know he likes it tough.
I tell you what, Kev, the matchup I called already, I know it's only early in the first quarter, but the Mark Gale matchup, Jared Malloy, particularly one-on-one, is the wrong matchup for Malcolm Blight. Got to make a change there.
Malloy has already missed an easy snapshot. And you can see from right on 50. Pumps the ball wide for a behind. 2 behinds to Jared Malloy. Hasn't really had his kicking boot on this year. He's kicked 8-12 coming to this game. Gearig again to bring the ball back into play. He's been playing out towards the great southern stand. A lot of pushing and shoving. Rocker, good defensive punch back. He was looking for Freeborn, had it and lost it. Holland, a quick player, a dangerous player, goes wide. Steinfort squeezed up on the line, keeps it alive. There's a chance, and Nick Davis has marked 40 metres out on a 45-degree angle.
Well, just good work there by Steinfort to keep that ball alive. Could easily the ball had gone out of bounds here. Quick rush kick, and there's Nick Davis, 10 metres on his own from his nearest St Kilda opponent. Been a good touch, Nick Davis, the last couple of weeks.
Well, if we go on accuracy, he's booted 8-2 leading into this game, so you would expect him to kick it. His father was a goal-kicking star, and Nick Davis straight through the centre.
Well, the man that set that up, I think Carl Steinfort just having a bit of a spell on the bench. Rupert Batheris is on for his first run, but here we are once again. We see Freeborn here get the handball across to Holland. Holland's been pretty dangerous so far in this game. His opponent, I think, is Aussie Jones at this stage. The kick didn't find a target, but Carl Steinfort kept the ball alive, and there's Nick Davis on his own. A good answer there by the Pies.
Some 9 minutes played, and Nathan Buckley still yet to get a touch. Thompson having the job on him today. Hayes towards Burke, who comes flying out in the metre, but he gets a cruel old bounce. Moyle is there to assist him, but so too is Loney for Collingwood. Loney has had a marvellous season. His hand pass, pressure on McKee. He lost it. They should be able to tidy up, however, and they do. Back towards centre wing. Pass is a good one, taken by Davis. Gives it back to the player who gave it to him, and Johnson wider to O'Brien. O'Brien now looks in towards that forward line once again. Beautiful pass, and again it will be Rocker who will shoot for goal inside 50.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I think it was young Loney you called there before. There was terrific play by him. The handball wasn't a real good one to Steve McKee, a little bit slow to get the ball across, but good follow-up there work by the Magpies. And Rocker once again, he's in good touch at the moment, Anthony Rocker, playing in front too, which is a good sign for him. Good kick by O'Brien as well.
135 career goals to date, only 8 this season. Kicking from 46 metres.
Jeez.
Taking away to the left, another behind, so the opportunities going begging for Collingwood. 1 goal, 4. 5 shots. The Saints just the 1 goal.
Don't think Harvey's had a touch yet either, boys. You mentioned before there.
Just the once where he got pinged, didn't he?
Yeah, and Buckley hasn't had a touch either. So 2 of the Stars.
Well, long way to go. Well, you mentioned Harvey and you mentioned Buckley, both there on that occasion. Neither having an influence. Lowe tried to slap it out the back. He got the call from Nathan Burke, who was there. He couldn't take it, but there's going to be a free kick going to go the way of St Kilda, and it'll be taken by Callaghan. He's another who came back into the lineup this week. Callaghan smashed away by McLaren. It's still in the forward line. Collingwood defence having to work here. Beautiful tackle. Well, an interesting one. St Kilda fans can't believe it. Fraser has the free kick.
Bit lucky, I thought.
KB,
there,
free kick.
Free kick there.
Free
KB.
kick. Okay.
Lucky.
Hamill on the outer side for the Saints. Got to get around O'Brien. Now, he's a little confused, and so are the players, because the whistle had sounded and there was a free kick and he wasn't going to pay the advantage, so Hamill couldn't go on with the job. Burke off hands beautifully. Now here's a chance for Lowe. Lowe in towards full forward. Couldn't take it cleanly. Johnson to tidy up for the Pies. Swings from half back. Bounced his way through that position now and comes wide towards Buckley.
Great kick.
Played on. Johnson's got him. Oh! The umpire said no.
Don't worry about that.
Jeez.
You agreed with that one, KB?
No, I would have called play on.
Good boy. Gale, Malloy. Gale leads. Loney's got him. Malloy, a snap goes across the face. And there'll be no addition to the score.
Waste the opportunity, I think, Doug.
Free kick. Free kick. Coming back.
There's the mark by
Takes
Buck.
the
There we
mark.
are. He's gone. No doubt he was off.
Well, the umpire's got to make a decision whether or not he moved off his mark laterally. He gave him the benefit of the doubt.
He's been good, kept at the moment. A young bloke named Ben Johnson for half-back flank.
Yep.
Plenty of run for the Pies.
It was a bad option by Aussie Jones kicking the ball to Stewie Lowe. He could have actually kicked that goal. There was no one in the square.
Yeah,
he should have had a shot. It was a good kick, Aussie. It was a wasted opportunity for the Saints. They've got to make the most of him. Freeborn, tied up on the boundary line. Johnson, very handy player, good size. Gale got his body in front of Malloy that time. Caught. This will be a ball up. No real prior opportunity for Moyle. It's a ball up 60 metres out from goal for the Pies.
There's some of the matchups for Curry and Harvey. Tarrant and Gehrig playing up in the back line there for the Saints, and Buckley and Andrew Thompson.
Koschitzky, fine young player for the Saints. Hayes taken away
Well
that time
done.
by Aussie Jones to Fraser Gehrig. The run comes from Koschitzky. Kick smothered off the boot. Bang! Coming through strongly was Beetham. Sets it up for Aussie, who can now run with the ball. He's looking for Stewie Lowe. He goes short. Lowe's going to be the target. He pulls the ball back across his body. Clever play by Burke. Harvey can kick a goal. 45 out. It's a wobbly kick. He got the bounce he wanted. Well, Shane Warne would have been happy with that one, Doug.
Oh, Kev, fair dinkum. It was great play by Burke. Here's the man. Then this bloke's career sort of turned around this year, going to a half-back flank, Aussie Jones. He missed the last 1 or 2 games, I think it has been. The tap out here from Nathan Burke, as Kev called, was absolutely sensational. There's the bounce. Fair dinkum. It done a turn, that. Good goal to Robert Harvey. I think it's his first kick too, so he'd be very, very, very happy with that, Robert Harvey.
One of the great leg break bowlers, Robert Harvey, getting his first goal. There's Aussie Jones showing good early form, and the Saints taking it right up to Collingwood early on as Buckley tries to get out of the centre. He breaks one tackle, chips short, Malloy leaves it, and Tarrant takes the mark. He wants to play on quickly, drifts down towards Holland.
And Sandy, you just saw there the difference between a good player and a great player. Nathan Buckley held on to that ball long enough until an option presented itself and he hit the target. Just fantastic play.
Spot on, Aussie, no doubt about that. You're dead right there. He's lost a bit of balance there, just to put the ball out in front where his teammate was going to run to. Great play by Buckley.
Brodie Holland, 21-year-old from Tassie, from Glenorchy actually, shooting for his 10th goal this season. Missing.
Gee, I'll tell you, listen, bad kick on the goal could come back and bite the Magpies at the moment. I know it's only early in the game. He kicked 1 goal, 5 to the Saints 2 goals. You've got to kick those sort of goals.
And Hawke, another change for the Saints. Stephen Milne on, Callaghan off.
I like Stephen Milne.
Yeah, he's a little goer. Milne, Garrick, perhaps a little untidy there for James Begley, and it's over the line.
Can't he take a terrific high mark, Hawk? Stephen Miller.
Oh, he can. He's got a few tricks too, he has, Ozzy, no doubt about that.
You remember that one, Oz, where he took the mark, played on and kicked the goal, obviously?
Yeah, a few weeks back out at Colonial.
Correct.
Against the Hawks.
Yep.
Everett again. McKeeb neither gets a favourable bounce. Begley runs into some heavy traffic. Everett shows agility. The Spider-Man is away. He runs his full distance, looks up towards the 50. Now watch out for young Milne if he gets a grab. He's lurking there, but he didn't have to because the bigger man low took the mark.
Too far out, Sandy, I think, from there. 60
he's
metres.
going to be kicking from just about 60. He could go either side. In fact, elected to go to the left, and Everett kicks straight into the man on the mark. It comes back to low again. Gets a call out the back from Thompson. He gets caught, but he was taken high.
I think he hurt himself, Steve McKee, in that tackle.
Thompson to take the free kick, but he's almost back in the middle. Goes up towards full forward now, smashed towards the boundary line at the back and taken over for a throw in the right forward pocket. Two straight the Saints. Their goal kickers have been Nathan Burke and Robert Harvey.
Just watching Steve McKee, looks like he may be okay in that tackle, Sandy, against Andrew Thompson. He started in the ruck against Spider Everett with Josh Fraser playing at centre half forward.
Just testing out that right shoulder. Fraser, front spot, goes again at the bottom of the pack, as he is so often found, interestingly enough. Freeborn around the corner towards O'Brien. Well, he gains 35 metres, and we've got another throw in, this time on the halfback flank.
It was good play by Josh Fraser as well down there, Doug.
Punching the ball,
really come across in front of that flight of the ball, putting the ball over the line. He looks like he's going to be a superstar, Josh Fraser. There he is on screen, just in his second season, but already one of the key players for the Pies. Rocker,
well done.
With his height. Couldn't quite get his boot to the ball. Wild handball, Beetham. It's a fine young player for the Saints to Harvey. If he can start getting his hands on the ball. Dangerous looking kick for the Pies. And through for a behind. Some wasted opportunities for Collingwood. Their two key forwards, Jared Malloy and Anthony Rocker, have had 4 shots at goal for 4 behinds. Lockyer to bring the ball back for the Pies. Designated kicker, Davis. The Pies' sole goal kicker.
Bit of hurry up a bit here.
Just waiting for the loose player. Lacuria has got the job playing on Robert Harvey. From the half-back flank. He's looking for Tarrant, got a shove out from Fraser Gehrig. Not seen by the umpire. Harvey sets it up, his partner in crime. Burke, good enough to get the handball away. Voss will run to 50, unloads. Big kick by Voss. That's a big goal.
Well, terrific play there by the Saints, and as you said there, Kev, they're two veterans of the club, Harvey and Burke, sharing this one. Here's Fraser Gehrig, as we mentioned, got the job on Chris Tarrant. Just looking, Steve McKee's just left the ground here for the Pies. We mentioned before he may have hurt his shoulder. And there's the bloke, Brett Voss, of course, since he crossed from the Brisbane Lions, doing pretty good form for the Saints, Brett Voss, and that's a great kick by him.
(3-1) plays 1-5, and keeping an eye on Lockyer and Powell. They've had an interesting start against one another. Out of the middle, Burke lurking. Harvey's at the bottom. The question is asked. He's got a free kick. Starting to really come into it now, isn't he? Robert Harvey. Short to Kosicki. Quickly on to Burke. Another one to Voss. Caught on the right boot.
Smother.
Beautiful smother by Davis. Will try and force the throw in. Everett has other ideas. Can't get out, but Josh Fraser. Look out, O'Brien, you're gone. Well tackled. Davis eventually, the hand pass okay. Lacuria is away, he gives it back to Freeborn. Freeborn runs out a half-back. Some heavy shepherding behind players. Lenny Hayes is taken out of the contest. It's pushed wide towards centre wing. Clement is there for Collingwood. Gets a call out the back. The hand pass was interesting.
Oh, well done.
Clement again. Great pressure by St Kilda. Kept in play by Begley. Swings around now, going up towards left half forward. It's going to be too wide, and it's out of bounds on the full. 8 points the margin, favouring St Kilda. Freeborn with just over 6 minutes remaining. hugging the boundary line, goes up towards centre wing. Garrick is there, tried to take it from Malloy. Now Lenny Hayes gives the hand pass away. Gale's kick is okay. Little Stephen Milne has got it.
It's not a bad kick, Sandy, this young fella for his size, so probably from 45, not beyond him.
Well, would he take them on and run round? What do you think?
Well, I don't think he'll take on Lockyer, but if something a little bit bigger he makes, he's got the habit of doing. He's kicked 7 goals, 8 so far this year.
7-8. He's a 50-50 chance, Doug.
Oh, he's good.
He's a 50-50 chance and he's kicked it. Nice to see a young boy coming into the game with his enthusiasm and magnetism. And Stephen Milne, the 21-year-old from Noble Park, has his first goal.
Well, no doubt it was good set up there from Mark Gale, as I mentioned a bit earlier. He's got the job on Jared Malloy. No doubt the job for Gale will be to run off him and run down the ground. His kick there across to Milne was first class on the left side of his body, and a good kick by Stephen Milne. They're going well, the Saints?
They are, Doug, and Sandy, I thought the point that you made there was quite evident. Stephen Milne showing that enthusiasm. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Some young kids these days, they're pretty quiet, but good on you, Stephen Milne.
Yep.
I think that's what St Kilda's got to do more of, Richard. I reckon they've got to be more enthusiastic out on the ground. They've got to show a bit more excitement when something good happens. I think it's been a good move by Malcolm Blight to start him on the bench because he's got a bit of a reputation so far this year. I think he would have been closely guarded at the start of this game, and I think he's just started him off the ground, just to let it die down a little bit, and then bring him on because he can be an explosive player from on the forward line. He'd be quite happy with what he's seen so far, Malcolm Blight. 4-1-25 the Saints, the Pies 1-5-11. Harvey just starting to work his way into the game in this first quarter. That's a good kick. Goes wide, finds young Kosicki. So the young man from Brockesby waited the handball magnificently to Moyle. They'll set it up to Lenny Hayes. He'll run to 45. Stewie loads the option from behind. Oh. Good strong play by the Pies. Loney couldn't take it. Chance now. Beetham sets it up. Thumped away that time by Freeborn. Taken away into the square. Milne has the ball punched away by Johnson, who loves to run with the ball. A lot of Collingwood players do, and Johnson out wide. He was looking for Holland, beaten by numbers. Lucuria paddles the ball along in front. Great running from O'Brien, can set it up, rockets the ball to Holland. Loose players for the Pies on the forward line. Davis has to go hard. Met very strongly that time by Thompson. They'll set it up, and Malloy will kick a goal.
Well, that's virtually a 2-goal turnaround, Dougie.
You're dead right, Sandy. Young Lenny Hayes, and I think KB mentioned a bit earlier, Ozzie Jones was coming down the same situation.
Should have kicked the goal.
Should have had a shot for goal. But sometimes, Kev, when you get young players, you get drawn to a bloke like Stuart Lowe, of his reputation of being that forward for you, but you're better off, no, Kev, I agree with you. Yep, you're running straight for goal there, you're better off having a shot for goal. And then the rebound, Magpies kick a goal, and it hurts you. Nick Davis, hurt.
Nick Davis off with the blood rule. Jared Malloy in the meantime has his first goal. He'll be okay.
Might be a jaw there, Sandy. Looks like he's holding his jaw. Accidental it was too, by the way.
17 plays 25. Inside 50 so far. Collingwood 9, St Kilda 11.
Lights coming on too, boys. Very dark at ground level.
Not surprising, Aussie. So, out of the middle we go once again. A high tackle. Harvey again the recipient. Second time in as many minutes out of the middle. Gives it to Kosicki. Again he goes straight down looking towards Lowe. They've got him well covered at the moment. O'Brien goes wide to the outer side to Johnson. Johnson's been very busy. Looks up towards centre wing. Clement was his target. Couldn't take the mark. Good pressure from Begley and co. And here comes Begley again. Around the boundary line up towards Milne. Now watch him go. The foot goes on the accelerator. He has to thread that ball in towards half forward. He was looking for Hamill. Burke is there as well. But the whistle had sounded. There's a free kick.
Might be a boundary throw in there.
It's going to come. Maybe. Yeah, I think it is actually. It's going to come all the way back.
Milne stepped over the line.
Milne went over. Yeah, he was dancing on it really, and it was just a moment or two for the boundary umpire to make that decision. So Everett and Fraser to do battle. Josh trying to poke it out the back door to accommodate O'Brien. He gets claimed and ripped to the ground Gee, the tackling has been very good by both sides. Moyle, it was a hot potato for him. Oh, there's another one. Callaghan has kicked another one. He came back into the lineup this week. He's got his first goal, and I tell you what, with 3 minutes remaining, he's capped off a very good first quarter for the Saints.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And you said it right, Sean. The tackle from both sides.
Good tackle.
That was Callaghan. That was KB. He got rewarded here. Everett pushed the ball back here. Good hands here by young Moyle to get the ball to Callaghan, who started on the ground, was taken from the ground midway in that first quarter. Inside 50, St Kilda 13 for 6 scores. They've been very good inside 50, the Saints.
The Saints 5-1-31. The Pies 2-5-17. 4 marks to Callaghan after that great tackle. Bounced up off the ground. And then, of course, kicked the goal. So the Saints showing plenty of fight in this opening term. The Pies, clear favourites leading to this game. Fraser just waited for it. Gives it across to Buckley. He's looking for Holland. Look at the speed there and the pace of Aussie Jones. The confidence returning. Runs it over the line for a boundary throw-in. Collingwood fans want a free kick. I think that's a bit harsh.
You just wondered, KB, what the would have taken out of the Collingwood side after last week's performance against Port Adelaide over there. I just mentioned the preview that may, if they started a bit shaky, a bit slow, they certainly have so far.
You would have thought their confidence would have been high. Look at Malloy over the top, just thumping the ball forward, beating Port Adelaide at home. Confidence would be soaring.
You just get the feeling at ground level, Hawk, that things can change very quickly, as we saw last night. But at this point in time, the Saints have come to play, and Collingwood are just that one step behind.
Yep.
Boundary throw in. 45 metres out from the Pies' goal. Shove in the back that time to Everett. They're going to kick a goal. No. He has seen it. And that's good umpiring, because Everett's certainly got a hand in the back. There it is.
Yeah, good call, Cap.
Everett just trying to hug that boundary line, and Rocker running with the flight has marked. He's on centre wing. Unloaded a very strong bump to Lenny Hayes about 5 minutes ago. A big kick. Deep in the forward line, big pack of players. Richardson was there. They need a crummer. Fraser Gehrig. Down goes Tarrant, just holding the head. And this young man looks the goods. Koschitzky again. That time the handball, he weighted it well, just didn't deliver it properly. Koschitzky goes to the ground. Callaghan works hard at the bottom of the pack. Diving for the ball is Licuria. Look at Harvey boring in after the ball. Freeborn is caught. Great pressure here by the Saints. Licuria. It was clever play. Bang, hit Steinford on the chest. The run comes from Tyson Lane. The centering kick. Tarrant intercepted by Thompson.
I get the feeling, Dougie, that Koschitzky would rather hand pass than
kick it. Yeah, he's not a bad
it's a good kick.
He is a good kick.
I know. It's what makes it somewhat intriguing. Gale going to be okay. Goes across the ground to Begley.
And Sandy, I get the feeling if he keeps doing that, Malcolm will try and get that out of his game very quickly.
Yeah. Maybe it's a confidence thing too at this stage.
Here he is.
He'll kick it now, I think.
He's had it 8 times and he's taken 3 marks, this young man.
It's been good.
Very good quarter. Moyles away, so too is St Kilda. Up towards half forward, and Everett. A very good quarter of footy. Inside the last minute now, though. Everett. Sizing up his options, waiting for something to happen down in that forward line. And will it be Hamill or will it be Lowe? Hamill was the target.
He started well against Bite Everett, been in good touch over the last 2 or 3 weeks, and his opponent who started on him, Steve McKee's off the ground at the moment, so a big job here for Josh Fraser when he goes into the ruck.
Lowe, well, he was doing some contesting of his own. The Buckley hand pass, Wakelin up against his old side for the first time. Licuria, that was interesting. Back to Licuria again. They're living very dangerously here. Lowe can't get a clear kick at it. Look at Milne. He sits on it. He squats on it. It's like a nest egg. And they'll disentangle themselves. You can see the writing on the hand. Chase.
Chase and tackle.
That's young Stevie Milne, written on the back of the hand.
It's a bit of a worry when you've got to write those things on your hand, I reckon.
Well, as you get older, the old memory starts to go, KB.
You've got to write chase and tackle on the back of your hand.
And let's remember, he is all of 21.
Might as well write your name and address.
That's a bigger worry if you can't read, either, KB.
Yeah, well done, Oz.
Well, it's quarter time. An excellent first quarter for St Kilda. Kicking for goal has certainly let Collingwood down. They had early opportunities from their key forwards, but weren't able to take advantage of it. St Kilda, on the other hand, goals to Burke, Callaghan, Voss, Harvey and Milne. A handy little lead, 5-1, 31 to Collingwood's 2-5, 17. About Nathan Buckley, Andrew Thompson. Thompson started very well on Buckley. Buckley started to get into the game, so just about set to go in this second quarter. If you've just joined us, the lights are on. It's a cool, dark day, but a good day for football. Everett has a fresh air shot. Begley goes storming through. The Buckley tackle, 1-2. Great second effort by Buckley. Well, he said he slung him illegally, and so Gale has the football. Son of Terry goes up towards the 50, and Spider does what St Kilda fans love to see. He takes a big mark. Callaghan's ignored. Everett goes back from 55. Heads in towards the square. Lowe has turned inside out. This one bounces over the back and through for one behind.
Just mentioned on the Buckley matchup, Capuano just coming from the ground here for the St Kilda side. Platt back on. Buckley's had 6, Thompson's had 3 touches in that first quarter.
Back into play once more. Milne having to spoil. Does well on Freeborn.
Davis thought that came off below the knee there of Milne, right on the boundary line. He was looking for a free kick out on the full.
Not to be. Here's the throw in. Everett again trying to push it down, but it's taken by Buckley. Despite the tackle of Thompson, he gets his kick. O'Brien picked it up nicely on a half volley, but needs assistance. He looked around, the only one he could see was Caden Beetham. Now here's Moyle. Going to have to be quick. Pressure to the line, and good pressure too. It forces him to kick over on the full.
Yeah, you're right, Sandy. It's good work from Joe Malloy. He ran about 40 metres to put that pressure on the St Kilda player and young Moyle to kick that ball out in the full. Good work by Malloy.
Now coverage today, KB, and Doug is going round Australia, and we don't normally send Cheerios, but the 1930 Brownlow medalist Alan Hopkins, who received his medal retrospectively, turned 97 yesterday. So Alan, if you're watching, we hope you have a grand day. What a player he was. He represented Victoria 20 times, and he represented Victoria in his first year of footy and also his last year. That's an amazing achievement, and played over 150 games.
His nickname down at Footscray, down at Doggy Land, was Banana Legs. No reason to tell you why, Sandy. He had very bowie legs.
Yes, you could crawl between them. But anyway, what a grand player he was, and happy birthday. Now Holland in towards 50 for Collingwood. Smashed away to the boundary line by Platt, however, and we've got another throw in.
32 plays, 17.
Just watching Platt there now, boys. He's got the job on Tyson Lane, who, by the way, is playing his 50th game for the Magpies. Of course, played with the Western Bulldogs.
Boundary thrown, a good 70 metres out from Collingwood's goal. Buckley still being picked up by Thompson. Harvey tried to find Platt. They'll share the ball around. Thompson took it from Aussie Jones. Looking for Moyle.
Well done.
It's good body pressure. Sets it up to Begley through the centre square. Deep into the forward line. Milne looks dangerous from behind. It was a good effort that time by Johnson. Got a fist to the ball. Chance for Swars. Bundled off the ball that time by Johnson. He'll get support from O'Brien, but Swars working very hard for the Saints, and Johnson continues to kick the ball, makes it to centre wing, then receives the handball. Magnificent play by Ben Johnson. Conceded ground now. The free kick is coming back to Richardson. He's got it on centre wing. Penetrating kick. Thompson got in front of Buckley, forces it over the line for a toss back in.
Been pretty good, Kev. Ben Johnson for half-back flank here for the Pies. He's had 8 touches for Collingwood. Been pretty good.
So Capuano and Beetham and Powell there sitting on the interchange bench. Fraser was pinched that time by Burke. Man's in the arms there of Aussie Jones. I think the confidence is returning for Aussie. Not rushing his kicks, just now it seems to have a bit of time on his hands. Pulled off the ball that time was Freeborn. No free kick, boundary throw in. Collingwood fans don't like it.
He's not happy.
Saints by 15 points.
And Sandy, a pertinent point you made in the opening was the weather. this lead can be a lot bigger if it starts to rain, so Collingwood are going to have to be pretty careful here.
Lucuria, the shadow there of Harvey. That was good play. Freeborn does the soft shoe shuffle.
Out of bounds.
Runs over the line. I saw the Saints last week. They were pretty disappointing, but this week they've certainly gone up a notch as far as their tackling and chasing is concerned. And there's Anthony Rocker on the bench along with McKee, who we thought may have hurt his shoulder late in that first quarter. Josh Fraser, hands and knees. Now, again, the whistle has gone. The free kick is coming back, and Josh Fraser
He's got it.
didn't even realise that it was his free kick. So take two. Well, Lloyd's lead's been ignored. He kicks the ball long. Tarrant's the target. Davis also is the flyer. Tarrant's claimed the mark and he's got it.
I'd like to see this one again, Kev. I'm a bit surprised that Anthony Rocker's off the ground. I thought Rocker started. There's the replay now. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's I've got paid it. Half the crowd don't think so.
Chris Tarrant, he's been the star for the Pies up forward this year. He's been at 24 goals. Hammers at home.
Well, I was just saying a minute ago, I'm a bit surprised to see Anthony Rocker off the ground. Okay, he's kicked 2 points, but he really has been given an option up their forward line. He's had 4 touches and taken 3 marks. Here it is once again, Chris Tarrant. I can't see much wrong with that. It's my thoughts. I think he's certainly got his hands to it here. The guy in front was Nick Davis. Didn't look like he'd touched the ball, and he got the second grab. Good decision by the umpire, and the goal certainly the Magpies wanted.
First goal for the day for Chris Tarrant. 5 against Port last week. Been a form player. Burke out of the middle, maybe. Lockyer paddling the ball along wide. Begley tries to intercept. Lockyer goes again. Buckley in over the top. There's some desperation out there, as you would expect, and Buckley a little frustrated.
That was good play by James Begley. Chased hard, tackled hard.
Yeah, it was, Kev, yeah.
Everett pushes wide to the line. Burke is there. So too Buckley. Burke keeps it in only for a moment for O'Brien. Just in the attacking zone. 23 plays 32. Oh, Fraser and Everett. Now, what do you make of that?
Well, it looked like a free kick to Josh Fraser.
Yeah, he's not happy either, look.
Caught around the throat.
Yeah. Umpire Gavin Dorr said no. No way. No doubt the second one was there,
Well,
Kev.
he's almost in a headlock.
Yeah, free kick was there.
Over. Moyle sits underneath it. O'Brien smashes it back towards centre wing. Everett. Beautiful tackle. Wonderful tackle by the 50-gamer Tyson Lane.
Boys, work that one out.
No, the problem there is if you elect to dive on the ball, you must knock it all out with the one action. And Moyle was desperate, but as he dived on the ball, instead of knocking it out, he sort of trapped the ball underneath himself. Yep. The umpires will ping you straight away for that.
O'Brien on centre wing.
Got Richardson running forward now for him.
He's kicking to a very congested forward line. Garrick and Tarrant are the ones at the back. Fraser Garrick takes it over. Settling in to his new club pretty well. It's taken a while.
Anthony Rocker back on Hawk.
Yeah.
Tyson Lane off. Beetham on for the Saints also.
Still yet to see Leon Davis. He's a real live wire as Garrick's mongrel punt kick goes up towards Lowe, who's now down on centre wing. Fraser's riding him.
It's a bit tough, that one.
Fraser's kick down towards the half-forward line. Davis, Voss, Davis to the line. Thompson there also. So to Buckley.
Just watching Platt was picking up Rocker here. Aussie, I don't think he'll stay there too long, Platt.
No, a bit of a mismatch in height there for sure.
No
It looks
doubt
like
about that.
Capuano's coming back on, I dare say, would be for that reason. And yes, it is. Here comes Platt.
Yep, clap off. Capuano back on. Freeborn on the 50. Pressure on O'Brien. Loney's been rarely sighted, but he likes the situation.
He's good.
He loves it. 3 goals against Port Adelaide. Ryan Loney has his first today.
Doug, I don't understand why you take off a defender when the ball is up on the opposition's forward
Yeah, you're
line.
right, yeah.
I mean, you've got Platt running off the ground, you've got Capuano coming on, and the ball is in Collingwood's forward line. You're going to be one man short, and they kick a goal.
Absolutely. You've got Rocker loose, you're right, no doubt about that.
Doesn't make sense.
Absolutely spot on.
Four 5-29 the Pies, 5-2-32 the Saints.
Oh,
Josh Fraser
that's a free
went up
kick.
before acceptances. Paddling the ball along was Callaghan. Begley caught. Fresh air shot. Loney. Confidence is high after the goal. Josh Fraser does well. Magnificent evasive work. Got away from Everett. Great kick, finds Steinfort. It will open up for the Pies. Steinfort, a change of direction. Too much carry for Tarrant. Gale will clean up.
KB, I'll just chip in there. The problem with Steinford there, he played on with not knowing what was up ahead.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Good call, Richard. Moyle was held. He was held. Good umpiring.
Yeah, you're dead right, Oz. You've got to look first, and then if you are clear, then play on.
Callaghan from the edge of the centre square, dropping short, finds Harvey, playing in front of Lucuria.
Could be 50 there, be careful. No.
Davis on.
It will only be 50, Doug, if it's for time wasting.
Okay.
Leon Davis on, boys, for Brodie Holland.
Harvey.
Too far out, Kev.
Milnes the target, got him.
Whoa. I just thought Jared Malloy may have given him a little bit of touch up then. I thought he may have just gave a little bit of a... There we are, we can see it here, Jared coming across. He said, no, I won't, I won't do it.
He said, Stephen, this is your lucky day.
Good decision, Sandy, by Jared Malloy then.
Stephen Milne came off the bench in the first quarter and kicked a goal. Important one to get a bit of balance back for the Saints. 45 out, just wobbles the ball forward. And Josh Fraser playing in front. That's the position to be. If you're 6'5", 6'6", play in front. Ryan Loney, the real playmaker for the Pies, goes wide. That was a great kick. It was well weighted. It was to the right side there of big Anthony Rocker. Just lopes away and goes bang back towards centre half forward. And Thompson on the stretch, playing a terrific game against Nathan Buckley. Even got a bit of a shove out from Buckley, but was good enough to take the mark. The Saints 32-29. They lead by 3 points. Stewie Lowe should mark. Game number 302. To Harvey,
well
their
done.
playmaker. Can he set it up? He's caught. Trying to do too much. O'Brien, clever play. Magnificent play by O'Brien. This could hurt the Saints. O'Brien on the rebound out in front. Nick Davis drops a sitter. Voss cleans up, comes through Begley and pumps the ball back.
Only as far as Lockyer. Davis, as Aussie has told us, is on the ground and he's got his first kick. Towards centre wing, Clement leads in the race and he's got it now. Pegs it back with a high ball in towards full forward. Where is the black and white mark? Not sighted. Jones on the last line. Aussie swings it wide.
Play, Aussie.
Kick had to be accurate, and it was. Moyle, with under 11 minutes remaining in the half, pops it over the top to accommodate Capuano, who's been on the ground only a short time.
Hamill's been pretty quiet, boys. Only had the one touch so far in this game. Need more from Aaron Hamill.
There he is.
Couldn't get a handle on that one either. At first option. Harvey again. Robert Harvey. Harvey bursts towards goal. Is this the answer? A wild
Should have
kick.
kept running. Could have gone another 15,
He could
20
have gone
metres.
in and almost shaken hands with the goal umpire.
Yeah, you're right there, KB. He could have kept going there, and he knew that. I think he was clear at that stage. He decided to kick Very unusual for a player of his, ability, of course. Due Brownlow medalist Robert Harvey.
Robert Powell warming up on the sidelines. There's Loney, brings it back in for Buckley. What are his stats at the moment, Doug? Buckley
has had 4 kicks, 3 handballs and 2 marks, Andy.
Been a long time since those have been his stats towards half-time. Jones in it again, beautifully done. Now Craig Callaghan has a chance to kick his second goal.
Well, Aussie Jones has used the ball magnificently well today, Doug. Every time he's got it, he's been able to really pinpoint it. And not just with short kicks.
Kick the ball
Good
nice and long to
penetrating
teammates, He's had 9 touches now, Aussie Jones.
Callahan's kick is across the face of goal. Everett almost pulling in with the one hand. Burke's in there again. Everett. And over the line for a throw-in. In St Kilda's left forward pocket. Spider just ruining
Good
what
work,
might
Fraser.
have been. It's the shape of the ball that does it, isn't it, KB? Buckley's hand pass is okay. Davis is away. Cop one in the jaw in the first quarter, but appears to be okay. Callahan's off the ground. Here's Aussie Jones again.
Well done, Oz.
We said at the start of the day that this Collingwood outfit was pretty quick. Well, I tell you what, St Kilda's looking very sharp at the moment. Burke into half forward, big pack of players.
Great
Everett
mark.
in front, takes the mark. His old teammate Wakeland came over the back, couldn't affect the spoil, and Spider will go back and shoot from directly in front.
And again, Doug, full marks to Aussie Jones because he actually got to that contest just ahead of Rocker. And then again, the kick was an absolute beauty to Nathan Burke.
It certainly was, and you mentioned it before, Kev, that his disposal's been terrific off a half-back flank. Touched on Jones before. He's had the 10 touches now. He's had 2 marks. This bloke's been outstanding the last few weeks, Spot Everett. Been terrific.
For his first goal for the day. He's got it.
Well, the Saints have all single goal kickers so far in this game. There's the man one, 6 goal kickers. Yeah, you're right, KB there. And here we are, we see Aussie Jones once again. You mentioned before, Kevin, his disposal's been outstanding from the half-back flank, and no doubt Malcolm Blight's decided not going to play him on the wing or anywhere else, but a half-back flank, and his run's been terrific. And there's that man, big Spot Everett. Great hands to go back and kick that goal. Good play by Pete Everett.
8.5 minutes left in this second quarter. Spider Everett, fresh from kicking that goal. Saints by 10 points, 6-3, 39 to 4-5, 29. Thompson burrows in after the ball, tied up by Lockyer.
I tell you what's impressed me, Kev, so far is the fact that the St Kilda forward line have been able to keep the ball in. They've tackled, they've chased, they've harassed. In the past few weeks, they've let the ball come out too easy in their forward line, but not today. Not today. They've been great in that area.
It's a good point. They've certainly made some contests today. They've made ground to make a contest. Lockyer inside the centre square. Burke the tackler, and there you can see had to be under pressure.
Good work.
Furia throws the ball. Not picked up. Buckley trying to take a one-hander. Burke magnificent at ground level. Harvey, that famous sidestep. The Saints into attack. Low. Got the big hands on the ball. Couldn't take it. Clean bowl was Beetham. In comes Leon. Tried to clean up Beetham as well. Hands and knees. Stiford. Taken away by Preston Giacomo.
Yeah, he's called it, the umpire.
He
was in the perfect position to call that, and it definitely was a throw, boys.
Good call too, Richard.
Yep.
Hamill wants the ball. They want to get it moved quickly. Stuart Lowe's in the square. He's on a lead. He's going to be the target. Here comes Stuart. That's why Hamill wanted the ball quickly. You could see him down there.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Wakeland's his opponent. He had no hope, but it was a great kick by Hamill. We just touched on before, Kev, the ability of their forward line to chase and tackle and harass. That was Hamill. Okay, he hasn't had many possessions so far. It was only his second kick because his tackle that turned the ball over. Stiford just threw the ball out. They've been good, their forward line. Did the hard things.
Well, the Saints led by 14 points at quarter time. This will put them 16 points up. Stewie Lowe directly in front. He'll be shooting from 35 metres. The big man claps the hands, bangs it through.
Well, they've had 7 goal kickers now.
That's a good sign.
Goal kickers, yeah.
It's a good sign.
It is a good sign, Kev. No doubt about that. They're not relying on just one forward to be that goal kicker. Here we are, as we've mentioned before, Aaron Hamill. Hasn't seen much of the football, but the good thing about Hamill is that when the ball's in his area, he will make a contest. And as I think Sandy mentioned in the preview, this bloke's goal kicking certainly has improved Stuart Lowe. And that's a great kicking goal.
Goal number 574 for Stuart Lowe. And the Saints again regain their ascendancy that they had at quarter time. The Burke hand pass, questionable. Lockyer goes to ground, tries to get it out the back door to Lucuria. He pops it straight up in the air and Gale smashes it down. Buckley got a cruel bounce. He couldn't take it cleanly. Back in towards Lenny Hayes it goes. He's in trouble, but he gives it to Burke. That was excellent football. Burke's penetrating kick towards Lowe. The big one bucket went up, but he couldn't take it. Hamill almost got clear. Again, pressure on the defence. Johnson is equal to the task. He changes direction. Moyle can't get back in time, and Davis takes the mark. He's away. Takes on Moyle. Gets clear. Goes over the centre. Wobbling a punt. And it wasn't a pretty one. Straight into the breadbasket of Begley. So out of trouble once again. A lovely kick. Taken by Beetham. He sets it off towards Voss. Voss looks in towards full forward. Over the top, there's been a whistle. It's a Collingwood free kick on the last line of defence.
Must be against Hamilton. Yeah.
He's still gesticulating with the umpire. Davis takes the kick. Looks up towards the centre wing. Having to make a lot of ground was Malloy. Gale right there with him. And another throw.
Couple of matchups there. Shane Wakeland on Stewie Lowe, Loney on Beetham, and Jared Malloy and Mark Gale. Mark Gale's been okay so far in this game.
Loy jostling with Wakeland. Lucuria taps it, but straight to Jones. Almost caught Beetham unaware, so he gives it back to Oz. What a goal this would be. Needs it to bend back, and it won't. And Fraser takes it on the last line.
Inside 50 this quarter, St Kilda 10, Collingwood 5.
The lead was 14 points at quarter time. It is currently 16 points. Fraser ambles out of defence. Comes up towards centre wing. O'Brien waits at the back. But an excellent mark taken by Moyle. There's going to be a free kick anyway.
To Lowe.
To Lowe. Inboard to Harvey. The running machine is away again. Short to Gale. Drifting clear of Malloy. A high kick in towards half forward. A big pack of players. Here he is, little Stevie Milne. Around the body he goes. Stevie!
Post.
It's almost as if Shane Warne was on at both ends for a minute there, boys. An amazing leg break.
Just talking about Nathan Buckley, he's only had 3 touches this quarter. Thompson's been terrific on him. Aussie Jones had the 8 possessions so far in this quarter off a half-back flank.
What about Shane O'Brien, boys?
Shane O'Brien has had 12 touches, Aussie.
Chance here for Harvey, sets up the Milne. Great play. 25 metres out. Kicks the goal. 2 goals to Stephen Milne. And Buckley's kick out was a poor one. Intercepted. And this young man with the dancing feet. He did the hippie shake. He got around him. And he just nailed it.
You're going back now, KB. Well, those are the swinging blue jeans. hippie shake.
Look at this. This is footwork at its best. It's terrific play.
I like him. I like him, Kev.
And look at Aussie Jones.
Under 4 minutes remaining in the half. A look of concern on the face of Nathan Buckley. He's been contained.
This man here.
Collingwood has been contained, and yes, that's the man who's done it on Buckley. Andrew Thompson, the vice-captain, comes wide to Stevie Milne again. Playing it out in front. Johnson hassles him all the way to the line, and we've got a throw in.
I'll tell you, Kev, who Loney reminds me of. The bloke that played at Carlton back in the 60s on a half-back flank, left footer. He kicks the ball better, Loney. It's John Gould, not John Gould.
Johnny Gould.
Johnny Gould.
Dashing Johnny
Just the way
Gould.
he gets forward and, a bit sandy at times.
Yep.
He's probably a better kick than John Gould, of course. But
Wasn't he a dasher?
Was he? What?
He came off the rookie list this year for the Saints.
Did he?
too.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's that rule again. Lowe has it on centre wing. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Lowe's kick towards Plapp and co. Couldn't tell. Oh, that's an excellent smother by Powell. It keeps it in play. It gives Lenny Hayes clever little sidestep to Voss. Voss bends back a beauty.
2 goals. 2 goals to Voss.
Tell you what, this is a big finish to this second quarter by the Saints, and it could set them up for win number 3.
Just the way they're going about their business, the Saints so far, been terrific. And as Kev said before, KB mentioned the fact some of the young guns, that's a sidestep there from Lenny Hayes, a bit like Stephen Milne, and Brett Voss kicked his second goal, and has been very good for the Saints since crossing the Brisbane Lions.
We're seeing a lot of confidence in this St Kilda side, a lot of young players willing to back themselves in. They lead by 29 points. They led by 14 points at quarter time. Stewie Lowe now in the ruck. Slaps the ball down. Burke working hard. Confidence is high for the Saints. Kicks it wide. Koschitzki. Good hands for the big man. To Moyle. Has to unload it. He's got a great mind, Koschitzki. And Aussie Jones is killing him out of the back pocket. That's his first poor kick of the day. He was looking for Plapp. He's been clean bowled. It's still alive. A chance for Lenny Hayes. Squeezed up on the boundary line. Plapp driven into the ground. No free kick. In fact, the free kick is coming back to St Kilda.
You caught it right, Kev. You caught it right. Probably throwing the ball maybe in the back. We may see this one again, but Wakeland certainly did ride Justin Plapp into the back here.
I would say that's in the back.
Yeah.
Roy Higgins.
Plapp, who started the game in defence, he become a bit of a folk hero at Tigerland, playing in the reserves.
He did, no, Kev. Was he a forward too, Kev, wasn't he? He was a forward at Richmond.
Was a forward, the young man from Tasmania. Not easy to become a folk hero playing second footy.
No.
But he did it. He'll be a hero for St Kilda if he can kick this. The St Kilda fans will roar. Plapp trying to guide it through. Hits the woodwork.
2 minutes left in the half. 9-5. Plays 4-5. An even 5 goals. But let's remember, 5 goals in this game is nothing.
Last night,
6 goals was the margin last night in the long break.
Second poster for the Saints this quarter.
Lockyer to bring it back in. Well, Collingwood had their chances, didn't they, in the first. Loney back to Lockyer. He does, in fact, Loney does strut a little like John Gould, doesn't he? You're right.
He does a bit. He just, when he gets that roll along.
What a dashing defender he was. Clement towards Rucker.
That was a good attempt. He actually nearly took it on the way down there.
He did, Kev, yeah.
Sort of got caught up in his legs, didn't it? Have a look at this. Now watch it here, into the legs. Oh, couldn't hang on to it.
Throw in on centre wing. Lowe and Fraser to contest. Callaghan waiting down in front. He's playing his 99th game. Hayes could have been held. Begley comes wide at a Voss. Voss gets his skates on. He's just kicked a great goal. Goes towards Hamill, who's got strength. Prestigiacomo's there. Powell, Robbie Powell. Let's get him the goal kicking action. And he does. Robert Powell has his first. He spent time on the bench, and the Saints have their 10th.
Well, it's just some of the younger players for the St Kilda side have been good. I think you mentioned Begley was involved in that. He's been terrific for the Saints so far. And here we are, Robert Powell being a natural left footer. Probably kicked them goals a few times when he was at Tigerland, I reckon, in that area there, KB. And that is a great goal. Tell you what, they're playing great football, the Saints.
Nathan Burke having a bit of a breather. Robbie Powell started his career with the Pies, went to the Tigers, now strutting his stuff with the Saints.
Malloy also off for Collingwood.
Hadn't had a touch this quarter, Jared Malloy. Nathan Burke, 15 possessions.
65 plays, 29. 36-point lead, 6 goals to the Saints. Lenny Hayes hitting the ball hard. The Pies are off balance. Lockyer tries to keep it alive. Richardson. Hurried kick back towards centre-half forward. Begley. Speak of the devil. A young man on a mission. Kicks the ball wide. Koschitzki. Has this kid got some talent? Thompson. They've still got their number 1 draft choice, Rewalt, to come back from a knee injury. And there's Hamill, the gun recruit. He'll be shooting from 55.
Big kick from there, I reckon. Might stretch him.
The Saints are inspired, Doug, as Malloy jogs around the boundary line. Holland also on the bench. Hamill hasn't been a big goal kicker this year for the Saints. He's kicked 11, 8 for the season. St Kilda's only won 4.5 games out of their past 30. They're on a mission here today at the MCG. Hamill leans back right to the line.
Oh,
Capuano got his hands on the ball. Trying to kick it off the ground was Powell. Josh Fraser. He's cool under pressure. Ball comes back. He's looking for Tyson Lane. The run comes from Johnson. Bang! Runs into a roadblock in the shape of Stewie Lowe. It's all held up across the half-forward line as the time clock ticks away. Just 11 seconds left.
it's been a feature of the game so far for the Saints. Just not only the way they've used the ball, but their tackling's been terrific today so far.
Best
not
I've
only
seen.
haven't they desperate.
Wow. I thought it was 11 seconds. It was 1.
The old double vision playing up again, KB.
Why do I wipe the glasses?
Half time here at the MCG, and interestingly, a 5-2 quarter in favour of the Saints. Double their score in a fine performance. Just the two multiple goal kickers, Stephen Milne and Brett Voss. Anthony Rocker having a run on the ball. 36 points is the margin going into the second half. Rocker wins it and he plucks it out of the air and he lets go with a bomb. He went for it, but it's gone wide and Tarrant takes the mark. Chris Tarrant has been relatively quiet, just the one goal that came in the second quarter.
He's only had the 2 kicks, and this will be his 3rd kick. Sort of the start that the Magpies really do need.
They've got to get the first couple, don't they, if they're going to stay in this game. They can't afford to let this lead grow. Tarrant's kick is away to the right.
And Sandy, we see Mick Malthouse on screen there. One thing I did notice is Collingwood were out very late after the half-time break, so I dare say Mick had a lot of things to say to his players.
Just trying to find Stephen Milne at this stage. Kicked 2 goals in the first half.
On the bench?
On the bench.
Yeah,
Thank
he's
you,
on the
KB.
bench, Dougie.
Yep, thank you.
Here's Jones. O'Brien setting himself. Had it and lost it. Voss
Good
did
hand.
the crumbing, gave it across to Harvey. This is delightful to Moyle. Moyle looks up towards right half forward. Smashed away by Prestigiacomo. Lockyer waiting down. Hayes through but without the football. Prestigiacomo again. A hurried one, only a short distance. Hayes, a call from Harvey. Caught and gone.
There's no need to really try and get that handball off to Robert Harvey. You had to throw the ball onto the boot and just force the ball on the forward line because he was just so tied up.
Johnson from half back looks up towards half forward. Clement is the target. He's been pretty quiet too, but he spears a pass in towards the forward line now. Out comes Malloy. He gives it to the run of Talent. A little too wide for him, forcing Tarrant to go back again, and he's taken over the line. Capuano still on the sidelines. Noel, Schwarz and Milne are there with him. Here's Holland. Holland is clear. Tries to bend it back. Begley cuts it off and he gives it to Gale, and the Saints are out of trouble again.
Looks for Beetham.
Oh,
The kind bounce, got an ugly one. Pounced on by Lockyer. Backtracks, gives it across to Loney, goes short. Finds Holland. Too far out to score, you would suggest. 55 metres. Lead was on from Tarrant. That's been ignored. Buckley is back in the square. Holland. There's Buckley.
Buckley's loose now, KB. Got him.
Must take it short to Nathan Buckley. Everett can't get there, and Buckley has got it. His action suggests he may have been caught high.
Yeah, it looked like Thompson got caught up then. He was trying to get to Buckley, but he picked up someone else's man. He got a bit of a a little bit of a clip.
Nathan Buckley today has had 9 possessions and 3 marks.
This would be a captain's goal, KB, this one. They need it.
They trail by 35 points. So far this year, he's booted 7 goals, 10.
7-10.
Buckley from right on 50, leans back, penetrating kick. No problems with the distance. The accuracy not there, and through for a behind.
Well, the kicking for goals been ordinary. Had we mentioned early in that first quarter, we see Rocket kick 2 points, and of course Joe Malloy kicked 2 points. Bad kicking's bad football.
Geary. He's short to Harvey. That's also been ignored. He goes straight up the centre of the ground. Josh Fraser looks dangerous, those long arms, and he's got it. What a mark. Well, he's been so impressive today. 4 marks and 13 possessions. It's James Clement on the forward line. Moyle just paddling the ball along in front. Caught by O'Brien. All tied up. Loose ball. Still inside 50 for the Pies. Chance. Buckley. Shovel the ball out. Lockyer goes short and finds Rocker. Well, the Pies struggled in the first quarter because Jared Malloy and Anthony Rocker had 4 shots on goal. And they kicked 4 behinds.
Well, KB, this is why Anthony Rocker's in the side. This is what he's paid for, so he's got to slot goals like this.
You're right, Aussies. It's bread and butter stuff, this one.
Anthony Rocker, 2 behinds, both coming in that first quarter.
Give himself plenty of room here, KB. Just before kicked off 3 steps. A lot more room now.
Directly in front. And you can see from right on 50, leans back, bends it through.
Well, they've done most of the attacking so far in this third quarter, the Magpies. Here we see once again O'Brien put a good tackle on here. We see Holland trying to push the ball out here across to Lucuria. Buckley's handball's a ripper there across to Lockyer. It's a short pass. Great vision by Lockyer there to find Anthony Rocker. And as Richard Osborne said, this is his job to go back and kick these goals. Good kick by Rocker.
First goal for Anthony Rocker as the Magpies start the climb back. Malcolm Blight unimpressed in the box there with Ken Hinkley and co. Here's Lockyer again out of the middle. Down towards left half forward. Capuano chopping it off.
And Sandy, all the St Kilda boys have to do now is something the Kangaroos didn't do last night, and that's just go goal for goal in the second half.
Absolutely, Oz. So far, I know it's only the 5-minute mark of the third term. Inside 50, Collingwood 4. The Saints yet to go inside 50 in this third quarter.
On centre wing at the moment. Richardson coming across to do some of the ruck work. And the big man does well. He recovers, then he spears a pass. An absolute beauty to Clement, who's just inside 50, but kicking outside.
He's not a bad kick, Clement. This may not be beyond him. 2 minds, isn't he?
Buckley was right behind him, and I think he might have said, go back and have a shot.
And he'll look over his shoulder too then, Sandy.
Yeah. Kicking from 51 metres. Good looking kick. Oh, just fading at the last minute. And through for a behind. 5-8 plays 10-5. So 13 effective scoring shots to 15. The margin is 17 points. In fact, 27 points. Let's take nothing away from St Kilda.
Looks like Mark Richardson now has gone into the ruck up against Bright Everett, who's been in outstanding touch.
Voss perhaps wanting to draw the player or take on Clement and go around him. It's the latter. Oh, danger here. Begley dropped it. Voss goes into assist. It's locked up.
Why didn't he give the handball off? I mean, it was set up there to come around the wing here in front of us, the broadcasting box.
Decided to go inside, Kev.
I have no idea why he made that poor decision.
Between centre and a half forward. Collingwood in attack. Everett, a roundhouse left towards Burke. Malloy is in there, almost threw it out to Lockyer. It spills free towards Holland. If it sits, he could be in business. He's caught by Platt. Fine tackle. Loney's hand pass is good, however. Davis will go for goal. Davis 10 metres out, kicks the goal. Back to the Maggies. Second goal to Nick Davis. And yes, they're warming up. They're not hot yet, the Pies, but they're warming up.
No doubt about that, Sandy. They're starting to win the ball out of the centre here. We see a great tackle here from Justin Platt. I just reckon that ball may have been just thrown loose there. Maybe been unlucky not to get the free kick. And there we are. We see Nick Davis running to an easy open goal to be his second goal for the Magpies. The goal they certainly wanted.
Well, the the Suns threw down the gauntlet. It's been picked up by the Pies. They trail by 21 points. 10-5 plays, 6-8. Everett has been getting his hands on the ball, beaten this time by Rocker. Thompson has had a big battle with Nathan Buckley. Pumps the ball back towards centre half forward. Stewie Lowe playing in front. Clapp driven to the ground by Wakeland. They'll get a ball up 45 metres out from goal.
Here's another stat here for you, boys. From their 8 points, the Magpies, they've kicked 7 points from set shots for goal. Collingwood. Missed some easy shots, I have.
The Saints just need a goal to just lift that confidence that they had in that second quarter when they absolutely dominated the last 10 or 15. There's a great tackle by Callaghan. That might lift the spirits. They'll set it up. Johnson with the run.
Great
kick. Steinfort and Malloy in front. Takes an easy chest mark. So that was set up by Carl Steinfort. Found Johnson. And now Malloy. 1-2 today to Jared Malloy.
Good kick, Ben Johnson, that half-back flank. Been in good touch.
Some danger signs here for the Saints. Malloy will kick from just outside of 50. It's a high ball. It's going right to the line, right to the line. And Aussie Jones forces it through for a behind.
Just got to regroup the Saints now, particularly up in their midfield. The Magpies are starting to win the ball out of the centre of the ground.
Ken Hinkley on the left. Malcolm Blight next to him.
The key with the Saints, they need to realise, look, Collingwood are going to come out firing. Just weather the storm and just hang in there. It's no big deal at this point in the game.
No doubt.
Kosicki, fine mark. Short to go. Plays on quickly around towards Callaghan. Will play a century of games, all being well, next week. Callaghan's kick is a poor one. Malloy chops it off. The D9's in defence. And away he goes. Away from Stuart Lowe. From one back pocket to the other, he heads towards centre wing. And St Kilda had the numbers there, so it became a defensive ploy as far as Davis was concerned. Smash it to the line.
This wasn't a really good choice from Jared Malloy then. He kicked it to a 2-on-1 contest in favour of St Kilda. As a player over the top, he may have kicked it a little bit longer to him.
Throw in on the outer side. Malloy, Davis, Hamill. Oh, Malloy's got him. That's a couple of tough nuts going at it together. Hamill and Malloy. Little psychological war.
Get out of me way.
Malloy just the one goal. He's had numerous opportunities. Buckley again sees it over the line. Stevie Milne on the sidelines.
What are your thoughts on that, boys? That does surprise me a bit, considering what he did in the first half.
No doubt, Oz.
Untoward as far as fitness is concerned, so it is perhaps a little surprising. Richardson tried to tap it further afield. Postecoglou couldn't take it, but Davis can. In towards the 50, inside 50, a kind bounce would be lovely for the Magpies, but Aussie Jones has other ideas. Oh, he's given it away. He's given it to Josh Fraser, and Fraser has kicked to Clement. Well,
he just did all the hard work, Aussie. He found himself through. He got through 1 or 2 tackles. His handball went straight to Fraser.
Clement doesn't like this angle one bit.
Play on and screw it around.
Callahan's got to come in a lot closer to
he does,
Clement.
Yep.
Here he goes, the two boys from the west. Well, it matters not. He's gone via the coast there.
The problem players have there, Sandy, is they try and kick the ball too hard.
Too hard, Kim, yep.
It's only a short distance. It's only 15 metres.
Correct.
And you don't have to kick it so hard. When they do, they really do somehow throw themselves off balance. So let off there for the Saints. They lead by 20 points. They led by 36 points at half-time. So the Pies are coming hard. Loney had it and lost it. Voss to Begley. Out of defence. He's found space. Finds Moyle. Harvey is camped inside 50. The run comes. Kosicki. I like this young boy. I think he's got enormous talent. Penetrating kick. Dangerous kick for the Pies. Stewie Lowe got his hands on it. Plapp sets it up. Callaghan. Quick snap. Misses the lot. So a chance for the Saints, a boundary throw in just 15 metres around from goal. It's a big play. We've played nearly 14 minutes into this third term, and the Saints yet to kick a goal, yet to score. Buckley forces the ball forward. Moyle bundled over the line by O'Brien for a toss back in.
Been pretty good, Kev, so far today. Fraser Gehrig down there in the back line. His form over the last few weeks certainly has lifted. He's got the job on Chris Tarrant. Only kicked that 1 goal. Tarrant's had 3 kicks, so fair to say Gehrig's doing a fair job there.
Everett takes the front position from Richardson. O'Brien somehow got rid of the ball. Freeborn goes to the ground. Buckley. They backtrack. They concede ground. Now they set it up. Licuria. They work their way out of trouble. The Pies. It was good play. Johnson finds the run of Davis. Such a dangerous play. He's booted too. He's taken them all on the charge and bangs the ball deep. Great kick. Aussie Jones. It was a one-on-one battle. Such an important passage of play. And Aussie Jones wins out. That was a big play for the Pies. It was team-lifting stuff. And Aussie Jones here, one-on-one with Holland, has done well. He's forced it through for a minor score and has saved the day so far for the Saints.
Capuano takes the kick in.
Young Milne's on.
Yeah, back on. Hawk, Young Milne.
Yep.
He looks towards centre wing. Fraser was a flyer from the side. Licuria gives it to Lockyer, who spears it in towards the middle. The Pies mounting another assault. Steinfort gives it to Buckley. Buckley wanting something further downfield. Penetrating kick up towards half forward. Again, the Saints have the numbers, but it's Voss chasing now Holland. Good start by Brett Voss.
Well, he needs a pat on the back because when that ball went to Rocker, he made a lot of ground to make it a contest, Doug.
Yeah, it did, Kev.
Don't get a stat for that, but it was excellent work. 19 points is the margin. Everett, Richardson on the outer side. Collingwood in their attacking zone. Poke down towards O'Brien. His kick travels only a short distance. Thompson sees it over the line.
You just get that gut feel in the Saints. They just need that goal to settle down a little bit. Because they come out of feeling them cracking them. Just got to settle down a little bit, the Saints.
Just get the feeling the next goal for either side so important.
Yeah.
Collingwood get it. They're within striking distance.
Well, the Pies have dominated this quarter. They've kicked 2 goals, 5. They've had 7 scoring shots. The Saints haven't even scored.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Collingwood started well too, didn't they, with 1 goal, 5. Perhaps it should have been 4-1 or 3-2. That's history. We've got a bounce on the outer side. Buckley had a fly, but to no avail. O'Brien taken to the line by Moyle.
Just not winning the loose ball at the moment, are they, Doug?
No, they're not, Kevin, at this stage.
St Kilda, the Pies have come out and they've decided to get in hard for the ball, and they've picked up all the loose balls in this quarter.
Inside 50 this quarter so far. Collingwood 10, St Kilda 3.
Spider goes again with a roundhouse left. Lenny Hayes taken high by Steinfort, and he'll be free kick. No question, he started on the neck and then went down. Hayes towards Hamill and Co. He could have copped a shove out. But at the back is Clement and Wakeland, and it's Clement who kicks back towards centre wing, only to find Lenny Hayes again, the stumbling block. Good mark. This time he spears it in towards half forward, and Fraser again cuts across and takes it, gives it to Licuria. Back to Fraser once more. They're starting with Freeborn now in that last line of defence to mount another attack. He looks towards centre wing. Clement shrugs a tackle. James Clement is free. He bounces his way across the centre. He goes for a couple. What can he see up in the forward line? Aussie Jones is there, defending grimly, but in front. Here's Davis again. Davis, as the Pies continue to come back. Nick Davis now has 3.
Well, here come the Magpies. Looks like Robert Harvey having a bit of a spell now, and Brett Knowles coming on here for the St Kilda side. Clement's been very good so far for the Magpies in this third quarter. That was a great kick and an equally great mark there by Nick Davis. As Sandy said, now he's kicked 3 goals and been a live way up in their forward line. Been terrific.
Davis on screen. He's booted 3 goals. He's been a star for the Pies. Malcolm Blight just looks on. St Kilda have lost all that run they had in the second quarter. The Pies have got it now. Inside the centre square, tied up, claps the tackler, crunches the courier into the ground. There's Robert Harvey.
Yeah, we see him on screen.
Just a breather?
Yeah, well, he hasn't been attended to by any of the medical staff at this stage, so possibly just a breather, KB.
Just lacking a bit of drive at the Saints out of the midfield at this stage, and obviously Malcolm Blight thought Robert Harvey was one of the players maybe down a bit on form in this third quarter.
O'Brien and Moyle, they wrestle for it. So it's take 2. A ball up. Front edge of the centre square for the Saints. 10-5-65. Collingwood 7-10-52. They dragged it back to a 13-point ball game. They trailed by 36 points at half-time. Josh Fraser. What a game he's playing for the Pies, and this young man as well, Koschitzki. Beautiful kick out wide. Plenty of carry on the ball. Powell is quick. He's already kicked 1 great goal. He finds Milne. He's off the bench. He's been a live wire with 2 goals as well. But the Pies have the numbers. Buckley sets it up. Didn't hit his target. In Steinford, O'Brien does well. Here comes Davis. He has set the Pies alight in this third term. The kick's a poor one. It's been marked by Voss. Dangerous looking kick. Dangerous kick. Comes off Everett. Very casual across the centre square. Plapp in space. The run comes from Aussie Jones.
Give it to him.
Edge of the centre square, chips it in short. Well read by Johnson. So all of a sudden the options are not there for the Saints. Johnson, deep in the defensive 50, finds Malloy. Backtracks, Freeborn. Just weighing up the options. Goes for space. He's looking for James Clement. Got the kind bounce he wanted. Keeps it alive, and Rocker!
Great kick.
Just too much space that time for Collingwood. The Saints in the first half, they made every kick, every handball a tough one. All of a sudden, space is opening up for the Pies.
Marks inside 50 KB here. This quarter, Collingwood 8, St Kilda none.
Richardson
make it 9.
Chips in. They could have raffled that, Richardson or Holland.
This is a bloke who's really been great in this third quarter. Spite Everett dominated the first half in the ruck, of course, with McKee off the ground. Fraser playing mainly at centre half forward. This third quarter, Mark Richardson really has stopped the influence of Pete Everett. Been terrific.
Well, if he kicks this, they are within 7 points after trailing by 36. Richardson hammers it home.
Well, it's a funny game, isn't it? Here we are, we see it's a funny game. Brett Voss, St Kilda playing beautifully in the first half. We see Richardson, as I said before, has been moved in the ruck by Mickey Moldhouse to take on Spite Everett and been terrific so far. Hasn't had a lot of the football himself. That's a very important goal for the Pies.
Is this game taking a similar path to last night's? Messrs Blight, McClure and Hinkley certainly hope not. Back in the middle. Who can win it out of the centre? Moyle leads O'Brien. He gets taken to ground. It spills free to O'Brien, but he can't handle it. It's a pretty hot one. Buckley somehow gets it out the back door to O'Brien. They combine beautifully. Up towards Tarrant and Co. on the half-forward line. Garrick, first to him at ground level. Picks it up and goes wide and again towards Moyle. Smothered. Capuano can't take it. She's tough and hard. Away comes the D9, but he loses it to Gale. Ricochets away. The Saints may get an opportunity, but Richardson's there. Pulls Hayes to the ground. And the ball is taken over the line.
Kev, what do you think about the Robert Harvey move off the ground? Would you prefer him, even though he didn't have much of a go in that third quarter, would you move him forward maybe?
Well, they might. He's not a noted goal kicker. It depends how fit he is, I suppose. He doesn't look like he's
injured,
moving that well. I don't know whether he's injured, but he hasn't played much football. But they're being killed in the midfield in this third term.
Oh, no
7
doubt.
points the margin. Buckley again sees it over the line.
Just the immense pressure too, KB. St Kilda are just missing every target, and that's just testament to the pressure that Collingwood are putting on them in this third quarter.
It's a good point, Richard. It's a complete reverse of that second quarter when Collingwood were the hunted. Now they're the hunter.
Richardson and Capuano again. O'Brien to ground. Hayes couldn't. Lockyer works hard back to O'Brien. Gee, that ball's following him around at the moment. Kosicki, a great attempt to mark.
Hate it.
Towards Hamill. Now he has a look down in that forward line because he wants Stuart Lowe. One. Oh, it almost stuck.
Holding the man. Free kick, Sandy.
So he's going to get it.
That should have been against Stewie Lowe, boys. His hands are just way too big. It's not fair.
Looked like Wakeland may have been holding his arm. No doubt the free kick was there. Good decision by Gavin Dorr. Good decision. I know what they're booing for.
Well, this is the man who can kick the steadier. Their last goal in time on in the second quarter. So it's been a long time between drinks for Stuart Lowe and the Saints. He's got it. He's steadied them.
Well, he's kicked 2 goals now. He's been very good down there forward line. If that's not a free kick, I'll give the caper away. Fair dinkum. There's no doubt about that. Gavin Dorr spot on. Capuana coming out here. We see Aaron Hamill lead up the ground. His kick was a little bit high here. He had to prop and stop here, as we can see. Stewie Lowe. There's no doubt it's a free kick. You can't go for the ball. The other arm was well held by Shane Wakeland. Ex-teammates from last year, by the way.
The Saints kicked their first goal of the third quarter. Stewie Lowe has booted 2. They lead by 13 points. Just over 2.5 minutes left. Burke, can that inspire the Saints? Thumps the ball on. The pace there on the run came from Buckley. Good play by Loney. Sets it up. Lockyer to O'Brien. Keeps the ball alive. Rocker needs a good bounce. Was that a throw? Not paid. Knowles off the bench. Finds Aussie Jones. Capuano wants it short. Got it. Hamill inside 50. Milne looks dangerous. Stewie Lowe pushing and shoving. They'll need a crummer. Freeborn. Chance for the Saints. Powell couldn't take it. Squeezed up on the boundary line. Lacuria wants a free kick. They'll get a ball up.
I tell you, he's been very good this quarter as well with Mark Richardson as Tark and Lockyer. He's had 8 touches this quarter. And with Robert Harvey off the ground, Nathan Burke's been well held by Lockyer. Been terrific this quarter, the third quarter of Lockyer.
Chance for the Saints, just 25 metres out from goal. 71 plays 58. Lowe to do the ruck work. Those big hands. Hamill squeezed up, keeps it alive. Milne, dangerous looking player. Johnson. Clever player, hit the behind post. So again, a boundary throw in, and still a chance for the Saints. Lions have been magnificent in this third term. Down to the last minute 20. Low. Prestigiacomo got his hands on the ball. They'll pile on top and a ball up.
Just think they can snag one right here, the Saints. Just give them a bit of a breathing space going into that last quarter.
Just on 1 minute is the time they have. Everett can't get a run. Richardson has done a good job. Johnson, head down, bottom up. Hamill, caught. Shrugged the tackle. He's as strong as an ox. Milne!
He's marked it.
Play on. Around the body. Powell has given them the goal. Robert Powell has his second. You said it, Dougie. That's what they wanted, and that is what they have got with only seconds remaining.
Yeah, you're right, Sandy. Only 30 seconds to go. Hamill just kept the ball alive. Really, the Magpie defenders really didn't have hold of him. I thought, look at that again, I thought Milne may have marked that ball. The umpire was in a pretty good spot there to say no. But Robert Powell, who started on the bench, came on the ground now and has kicked 2 goals. Been very lively down their forward line. Good play by Hamill.
2 goals that really hurt Collingwood.
Yeah.
The last thing they wanted. So the margin, again a healthy one. 58 plays 77. One moment it's 7 points, the next minute it's 19. Out of the middle. Fraser can't draw it in. Berkey sits on it. And there will be another bounce. Precious seconds ticking away. Rocker beaten for it. Around the body, a high one from Knowles, straight to Powell. He plays on. There's time enough for another one here. No, there's not now. They needed Milne to take the mark. But 2 late goals have certainly set the scene for what could be a thrilling finish. And just maybe a fair-sized upset. Collingwood at the moment, 4 wins, 4 losses. St Kilda, 2 wins and 6 losses. With those 2 late goals, they have steadied. It's 12-5, 77. Collingwood are 8-10, 58. So the margin at 3/4 time, 19 points. So the final term is underway, and the margin is 19 points. Rocker is beaten by Everett. The O'Brien tackle is good. The ball is locked up still in the middle.
Just seeing here, Sandy and KB, that Shane Wakeland is yet to kick the football in this game against his old side. So he'd be pretty keen to get a kick. He's got the job on Stuart Lowe.
Otherwise, he too could find himself in the
Magoos.
Well, or either that or trivia questions. Down towards the forward line. Gehrig defends, but he loses it. A high tackle. Yes. A free kick. Collingwood. So the first chance to again close the gap. It's 19 points.
Yeah, too
Gale
high.
just a little enthusiastic, wasn't he, Doug?
Yeah, no doubt about that, Sandy. The decision was right by the umpire then. Good tackle by Malloy just a minute earlier to have the St Kilda defender lose that football then.
So Holland, from directly in front, gives Collingwood a flying start to the final quarter. Brodie Holland gets his first, and the Pies 9th.
Well, a good start here for the Saints. There's that tackle I just talked about. It was Joe Malloy who the tackle was on Fraser Gehrig on that occasion. Dropped the ball there, Gehrig. The tackle, as you said, Sandy, from Mark Gale was just a little bit too keen, a little bit too high, and a good goal to Brodie Holland. They've got to get the ball out of the centre here, the Saints.
Just the start the Pies wanted. They trail by 13 points. Josh Fraser has played a very good game today. Rocker now starting in the ruck against Peter Everett. Harvey back onto the ground and spell there just towards the end of that 3rd quarter. All tied up. 55 metres out from the Saints' goal.
Looks like Rocker now has gone into the ruck here, KB, with Capuano going forward for the Saints. It's been picked up by Mark Richardson.
Fraser now playing virtually at centre half forward for the Pies. Everett tried to slap it out. Been pinched this time. So it's the races on to space. Koshitsky.
Good pickup.
Well, he's got good hands. He's got good balance. He's got a good mind. Lacuria tied up by Hayes.
And as we said, sorry boys, as we saw then, good pace too, just terrific pace for such a tall guy.
Certainly has, Oz, no doubt about that. And one of the highlights I mentioned earlier in this game was the tackling of St Kilda, particularly in their forelong, but all over the ground has been first class by the Saints.
Tyson Lane and Rupert Matheris sitting on the interchange bench, just cooling the heels as Spider Everett again wins the tap. It's been pinched by Lockyer. Good kick, finds Loney, so the run comes for the Pies. Lacuria, he's had 24 possessions, pumps the ball down. Tarrant on the stretch, couldn't take it. Holland tied up this time by Aussie Jones, crunched into the ground. Loose ball, chance for the Pies. Set up by Malloy to Rocker. He's missed from just 20 metres out and slams the fist into the ground. Plenty of advice there from the Magpie throng.
He did the right thing there, Kev, to keep the ball low.
For the post.
Yeah, he did the right thing, but the ball just bounced the wrong way. He's kicked 1 goal 3 now, Anthony Rocker.
2 straight kicks in it. Aussie Jones. He's had a pretty good day. Fraser behind, Capuano in front, Voss doing the scouting. Goes into the open spaces in towards the middle. The race is on. Callaghan is there, just tries to slap it back to gain the odd metre or 2. Hayes takes on a couple. The Harvey hand pass beautifully smothered. Richardson Gets out the back door and goes with a high kick. They're inside 50 again, in towards Tarrant and Co. He can't take it. Waiting down is Loney. He's got Beetham. Beautiful tackle. Spills free. Clement, hand pass was good. Loney, a quick left foot kick in towards goal. Jones again on the last line of defence.
And
Clears away from Davis.
Robert Harvey came off again, so I do say there's no way he's 100% fit.
We're going to push out Moyle.
There'll be something wrong there, Aussie. Thank you.
He's got to be crook.
Frustration for Harvey and for St Kilda. Yes, O'Brien. That one wasn't too subtle, or as subtle as it should have been. Hayes with Dash running out of room. Steinfort doing the pressuring work, takes him over the line.
Tell you what he has got, Lenny Hayes, Doug. Just wondering whether you've noticed today, he's a one-grab player.
Yeah.
He just came through some heavy traffic there just a few moments ago. A lot of players, and he just took the ball with one grab. He's got good touch.
In the forward zone, can St Kilda take advantage of it? Desperate for any score at the moment with 2 straight kicks the difference. Collingwood defending grimly. Freeborn. Shepherding by Lockyer is very good. It allows Freeborn a couple of bounces. You're going to have to go now. He does, floating it towards centre wing and Fraser. With Kosicki on the mark. Goes to half forward. Rocker a long way from home. Buckley's creating space. He kicks in towards Tarrant territory.
Oh, he's done a hamstring, Garrick.
Yeah, Garrick's gone. Well spotted, Doug.
Looked like it.
It looks like he's grabbing at his groin, boys.
Groin.
Tarrant led very quickly on that occasion, and he tried to match strides with him.
Yeah.
The old accelerator cable broke. Buckley's hand pass. Jones there for St Kilda. Thompson at the bottom asking the question of Buckley.
Just watch, he tried to accelerate. I think that was the call, and he just propped and put his head down and pulled up pretty sore from that one. Looks like he's had some groin problems, I think, in the past.
Still a 12-point margin in Collingwood's attacking zone. Spider slapping it wide, but straight to Buckley. He recovers well, but he's forced to kick wide. It's taken by Jones. It's over, Oz.
It was a great smother by Andrew Thompson.
It was.
He's done a grand job, hasn't he?
Well, he's had a big job today. He's had it 12 times. Nathan Buckley's had it 17 times.
Coming off here, I think Aussie down there, Garrick.
Well, let's hope they get someone on the field quickly, because
again,
there's a loose man for the Pies.
Oh, Davis had more time than perhaps he realised.
I can't understand why St Kilda's done that on 2 occasions
You're
now.
right, Kev. Yeah.
Bringing a player off deep in defence when the opposing side is attacking.
Even if you're on one leg, even if you're standing there, it at least puts the opposition off, and maybe they won't kick it to your opponent.
That's a fair call.
Richardson defends.
Richardson's got it. He's going to go short. He finds Josh Fraser. I think we're looking at a superstar here, Doug.
Yeah, I think the raps are pretty fair too, Kevin, this young player.
He's quick, can take a mark, he's agile, and he's got a very good football brain.
I'll tell you what, Kev, I saw him on Talking Footy there a couple of weeks, and I thought he was terrific on the couch. He was great.
This to bring the Pies to within 1 straight kick. Josh Fraser, 50 metres out. He just has a look over the shoulder. It was awfully close. And Collingwood supporters
they're not happy.
Are not happy.
Oh.
There's a few of them, boys. 49,937.
Good crowd.
50,000 here today at the MCG. Fraser had a look, just a bit of a glance over the shoulder. I think it was a fair indication he thought he had missed. Aussie Jones.
A lip reader's paradise.
I think they said open your eyes, umpire.
The Saints by 11 points. Big thump back from Richardson. Voss has to control it, can't do so. Davis, the danger man, can set it up short. Backing back's Lockyer. Danger signs now for the Saints.
Well, Davis has been great handy. He's been terrific for the Collingwood side. He's kicked 3 goals now. Intelligent play by Nick Davis to find Lockyer, who I mentioned late in that third quarter has been moved on to Nathan Burke. Well, certainly had cut him out of the game at this stage. Inside 50 this quarter, Collingwood 6, St Kilda 1.
It's good at 9 goals, 5 for the season. Yet to register a score today. Such an important kick for the Pies. From 40 metres out, Tarkin Lockyer nails it.
Well, good sides just keep coming. The Magpies certainly fancy themselves to be in that top 8, of course, and probably in the top 6 at this stage. And they won't lie down. As I said before, Lockie's been very good after half-time, having a job on Nathan Burke, who was a very good player for the Saints in that first half. That's a very important goal.
One straight kick, the difference. One straight kick and it will give Collingwood the lead. Out of the middle. Begley works hard. Kazitsky's in there. Knowles is in there. And eventually it's Callaghan. Around the body he goes. This will test the character of St Kilda now. Can they reply? Tyson Lane's playing his 50th game. He fumbled that one. Here's a chance now for Powell if he can keep it in play, but he can't.
Gee, they wasted that opportunity then, St Kilda. There was 3 St Kilda players to 1. It just needed a good block, just a good block. You can see there Mark McClure just shaking his head. This is close. I reckon it was a behind because Josh Fraser, I think, even showed them just went to the left-hand side of the goalpost. But Josh Fraser just had a really close look at that himself. And I can tell you one thing, Doug, as you would know, whenever you kick the ball in AFL football, you know if it's a goal. It doesn't matter if it misses by just a millimetre. You know when you've kicked them and you know when you've missed them.
I didn't think you ever missed, KB. Anyway, let's get back to the game. It's Everett with a hand pass to Burke. Can the old firm conjure up something here? Rocker couldn't take it. The Callaghan hand pass is okay. Powell around the body. It's bent a little too far.
Just appears now that Nathan Burke is there's Brett Voss kicked 2 goals for the Saints. Been pretty good so far in the game. Looks like Burke now has dragged Lockyer back into the forward line for St Kilda.
Time not a factor at the moment. We're only halfway through this last quarter. Davis over the top to Freeborn. Thompson gives chase. Freeborn puts the old foot down on the accelerator and away he goes, centering in towards half forward. Malloy was there but he couldn't take the mark. Can't get into it. Tarrant there also. Tarrant's in trouble. The snap in the meantime bounces towards the line.
That was from Holland.
And Brodie Holland, who kicked the goal earlier in this quarter, has to be content with a behind.
Harvey still on the bench. Young Milne just come back on the ground for the Saints.
Tarrant appears to be okay. Jones, this will test him now because Tarrant's got to give chase.
Too hard.
Look at that. That's what you call a gang tackle. Boy.
And he's painted against the Pies. That's what you call inciting the crowd, boys. They're not happy.
Or if you're on the highway,
good luck.
It's a rather nasty head-on. Hamill. Wilson Kilda stand up. Hamill's on centre wing. Looks towards Lowe, who was a big flyer, but he couldn't take it. Back it comes to Johnson. He started in a blaze of glory, goes wide to Buckley, who's snuck away from Thompson. But Thompson's done a pretty good job on him today. Buckley looks in towards the middle. It's okay, he's got Rocker, but he's still a long way from home. Willie trying to get onto one. He's going for the top. He's going with a long bomb. In towards full forward. Big pack of players there. Smashed down towards the line. Capuano is first to it. He bounces his way across half-back. Looks again towards the centre wing region. And again it is Buckley who will send them into attack. Off he goes to Johnson. He's going to have to be quick. He's going to have to go. Just gets the kick in time. Davis keeps it in play. Here's Malloy around the body. A good snap. A great snap by the D9. Collingwood hits the front. The first time they have been in front since the 13-minute mark of the first quarter.
Well, it looks like bad news for the Saints here. Looks like Ozzy Jones is coming from the ground. We'll get Ozzy after we come back here. There's Malloy. What a great kick by Joe Malloy. Over his shoulder. His second goal.
Ozzy Jones is off. Looks like he may have hurt a hamstring. He was grimacing coming from the field. Scores a level at the MCG. 12-6, 78. St Kilda, in fact, the Pies are in front by a point. 11-13, 79. And Buckley inspired now. The Pies. They've come from 19 points down at three-quarter time. They trail by 36 at half-time. The Saints, can they answer the challenge? Burke, the old warhorse, around the corner. This could bounce. Bounce. Wrong side. Scores a level now. 79 a point. 79 points each. And Burke in game number 301.
Yeah, it was good roving, KB, by Nathan Burke. Now, remind me of yourself there in your peak. Centre square, right in front of the pack there. But you would have kicked that goal, imagine, on the left side of your body.
Wakelin hardly touched the ball today for the Pies against his old club. Freeborn from the half-back flank. Half-forward line. Fraser was the target. Buckley, can he clean up? Can he set it up? Goes to Ryan Loney. Loose player at 50. James Clement's got it. Platt stands the mark. Scores a level. Just over 9 minutes left. Clement. Big bomb. Big bomb!
Oh, it's through.
It's a kick goal! James Clement has kicked an absolute ripper. His first goal today, but he puts the Pies in front by 6 points.
Well, just when he needs a steady head, and it's Nathan Buckley, the skipper. Hadn't had a real big game by the stats. He's only had the 21. In the last 5 minutes, he's used the ball beautifully on 3 occasions, Buckley.
Again, one kick in it. Let's remember, they've met 13 times, these two sides here at the MCG. 4 of those games have been won by a point or less. Well, they wouldn't have been won, they would have been drawn if it was less than a point.
Oh, he's in trouble, Capuano, yeah.
Capuano's down for the count behind play.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, the most notable of those would have been the 66 grand final.
Solid bump here, KB and Sandy.
Yes, he's running to Holland.
Holland, yeah. Could be a jaw or a cheekbone on that one.
Well, it should have been a free kick because it was taken high.
Yeah.
And boys, as we see him getting up, just an injury update on Ozzy Jones. Dr. Ian Stone was checking his left hamstring, so I dare say there's a fair bit of damage there, as we can see on screen now. And also Fraser Garrick very heavily strapped. That left groin has given him some difficulty.
It was a big blow for the Saints with Ozzy Jones off the ground. He's been in terrific form here today so far. He's had the 18 touches. He's used the ball so. Here's the replay once again.
It's the knee, isn't it?
I think he's two things happened to him. He got hit in the head, and I think he may have hurt his knee. I think we can see the knee buckle. Let's hope not, because he's had knee problems.
That's what it looked like to me. And
you're right, Sandy. Looks like a left knee.
You'll see him when he goes to the ground. You can see a bit of a buckle. Let's have a look here, and you'll see
his left line, Kev, left knee.
See that left kney just underneath?
Yep.
Let's hope not. Let's hope it's nothing serious, because he's had knee problems. He caught one high as well.
Well, now I wonder, a break like this, just which team
can regroup here?
Yep.
Well, they've lost Ozzy Jones. They've lost Ozzy Jones. They've lost Fraser Gehrig. He's off injured. And now they've lost Capuano. So they've got 3 players who can't come back on at the moment. And Robert Harvey spent a fair bit of time on the bench as well.
Beetham's the player that has come on. But what about that kick of James Clements? What a goal.
Yeah, great.
What a goal.
Well, they've kicked 2 big goals this quarter, haven't they? James Clement and also Jared Malloy.
Yeah.
Inside 50 this quarter, Collingwood 11, St Kilda 4.
Well, this will show the spirit of St Kilda. Just under 9 minutes left. They trail by 6 points. They've led all day. 14 points at quarter time, 36 points at half time, and 19 points at three-quarter time. Now they trail by 6.
And we're back once again, and it could be more than that because the Buckley kick. This time is wide, but even points at this time of the afternoon can be significant. And the Saints have shown that they do struggle late in games. Schwarz to the outer side. A good-looking kick. Moyle keeps it in play to Burke. Out on the full. Again, Collingwood to come forward.
And Sandy, I can unofficially say it is a knee because I just saw one of the trainers ask the club physio and he gestured towards his own knee. So unfortunately, that looks like that's the problem.
It's not as. I hope it's not too serious. He's had a rough run. Voss at the back. Holland there with him. Dean Laidley at the back there, known affectionately as the Junkyard Dog, christened by the legendary full forward Peter McKenna. Everett and Fraser, the former in front. Buckley, dangerous. Malloy trying to create a passage. Then he's got Thompson locked up and he's got him going nowhere. Collingwood looking to make it 5-4 after 9 rounds.
Nick Davis coming up, boys. Leon Davis onto the Pies.
Well, he's been used very sparingly, Leon, today, hasn't he?
Yep.
His boss. Clement. Will he have a shot? He's only 80 out. He won't because he's got Leon Davis. Downfield, he's just on and he's a real spark. He gives it off to Holland. Holland, look at this for a goal. Well, maybe now, Tarrant. He bent that back beautifully. And Chris Tarrant, who has kicked only one today, that was in the second quarter, could go back and go a long way towards filling this game.
Well, good kick there by Holland.
This to make the margin 13 points, and he's done it.
Well, just the way the game's unfolded here, you'd think the Saints can't come back now at the Magpies. This bloke's been very good since half-time, James Clement. The kick wasn't that flash over Leon Davis. Quick hands by him to find Brody Holland. Has been a pretty lively player down in the Magpies forward line, but here we are. Tarrant just too strong there for Swart.
This now will really test the resolve of St Kilda. They trail by 13 points. Spider Everett comes charging in. O'Brien overruns the ball. Knowles loses control. Johnson hard at it. Ball up inside the centre square. Still time for the Saints. They trail by 13 points. Still 6.5 minutes left, and the skipper Robert Harvey looks on. Hasn't been brought back yet, Richard. You don't think he's injured? We'll come back to Richard Osborne as Buckley pumps the ball high back to the edge of the centre square, and James Clement.
Pretty good.
He's been a star in this last quarter. Buckley starting to run loose. Tarrant is intercepted. Voss, hands and knees. Leon has just come off the bench. Buckley keeps it alive.
Well done.
Davis sets it up. Callaghan, diving mark. So a transfer of play. The Saints with Powell, a ball carrier. Koschitzky's the target, forced under the ball, too much carry. O'Brien. The Pies have the numbers, stands and delivers inside 50. And the long arms go up of Jared Malloy. They look so dangerous now, Collingwood. What's the story, Richard, with Harvey?
Yeah, the official word, KB, is that he's fine, but I think you and I both know if he was fine, he'd be out there on the ground, especially at this crucial stage of the game.
Well, the Saints look a very tired side. Every time the ball goes inside 50 now,
They're struggling, KB.
they look dangerous, the Pies. Malloy to maybe snuff out the Saints. From 48 metres, Jared Malloy starts to bend it back. The crowd tells the story. He's got 3.
Well, you look at Jared Malloy's performance. Missed a couple of easy goals in that first quarter. There's the kick at Robert Power now, who's been switched back to the back line to cover Ozzy Jones' absence, who's been off the ground in this last quarter with a hamstring injury. The kick missed his target. Turnover here. We see O'Brien come forward. Jared Malloy too big and too strong for Mark Gale on that occasion.
Collingwood has produced a 55-point turnaround since half-time.
Well, there is 28 scoring shots to 19 in favour of the Magpies.
Knowles for the Saints, down to half-forward. Lockyer has been very good. Defends wide. Loney sees it over the line. With him is Beetham. There are the inside 50 stats. As you can see, St Kilda in that first half dominating, but now the wheel has turned in the second half. 28-14 in favour of Collingwood. Beetham hurriedly onto the left foot. He's trying to poke it up towards Burke and co. There is Burke. Sockers off the ground to accommodate Moyle and Milne. They're both there. Moyle, a little floating 9-iron. That's dangerous. Wakeland. Is he going to get his first kick for the day? Not yet. He decides on the hand pass. And they're not out of trouble yet. O'Brien, first to recover. Fickle old bounce. Slaps it out the back door. Dangerously so, because the only one there is Milne. But he's too far out to score. He's got to find a mark, and he finds Stuart Lowe. Had to stand his ground as the galloping hordes came crashing towards his kidneys. But he did that.
Koschitzky does very well here to keep Prestigiacomo out of the contest.
He does, Kev.
Here's Lowe. Time is now an enemy as far as St Kilda is concerned. Accurate kicking would also be of great assistance. Milne caught. Lucuria asks the question, and he's not alone.
Looks like Hamill now has been moved down to the back. It's an half pack, picking up Josh Fraser.
Under 4 minutes remaining.
It was Stuart Lowe's first mark since quarter time.
Lockyer barking instructions. The light shining very brightly on this gloomy day now. Johnson couldn't get a sniff of it. And another bounce.
Pies by 19 points. 3 goals to Jared Malloy and 3 to Nick Davis, 2 to Chris Tarrant. And for St Kilda, Stewie Lowe's got 2 and Robert Powell 2, Stephen Milne 2. Saints led by 19 points at three-quarter time. They now trail by 19. They've got a chance, score. Davis, been so good today. Puts the ball over the line for a boundary throw-in. Just under 3 minutes left.
I tell you what, KB, it's going to be a hard job you doing the 3-2-1.
You just passed the buck.
I think it's your job today, Doug.
Thanks, KB. I'll do my best.
I'll give you some help, boys. Jay Fraser, 3 votes.
Well, he's been fantastic today.
Correct.
Wakeland pumps the ball back over the line.
Yeah. Thanks, Oz.
He looks like he's going to be a superstar, don't you reckon, Richard?
Yeah, look, it is a loose word, KB, but unbelievably so. He almost is a superstar already in only a few years of football.
Well, just a season and a half of football. That man on screen. Got some good young players, the Pies. Nick Davis today has been a real live wire. He's booted 3 goals. Milne, those dancing feet. Can he set up a goal? Takes them on. Needs support. Thompson, high ball. A wasteful kick. Stewie Lowe. Couldn't take it on the second grab. He looks at the umpire. He's asking the question.
O'Brien off. Lane on.
I think he's probably second or third in line then, KB, Stewie Lowe, for that one. I thought Brett Knowles had a bit of it early in that contest.
Thumped forward that time by Nathan Buckley. Puts it through for a behind. 14-14-98 the Pies, 12-8-80 the Saints, and Buckley to bring the ball back into play. Might have to go short. Find Freeborn.
Good play by Buckley.
Josh Fraser on a long lead from centre half forward. Steinford chips in. So the Pies now in no hurry. They challenged very strong in the third term, and then the Saints kicked away with 2 late goals. But this last quarter, the Pies have been so dominant. Steinford to a big pack of players. Stewie Lowe will take a mark.
Just under 50,000 fans here today, some of them starting to wend their way home with the knowledge that Collingwood will record its 5th win for the season. 5-4 after 9, and that leaves them well placed to challenge in the second half of the season.
Free kick to Hamill.
A decent old shove. Aaron Hamill just forward of the wing.
And into 6 kicks too today. Aaron Hamill, 2 handballs, 4 marks. Pretty quiet day.
18 points the margin. Hamill in towards full forward. Strong mark taken though by Prestigier Coleman. Off to Lucuria. He's been busy today too. Freeborn.
He's had 21 handballs today, Paul Lucuria.
Yeah, he's been good. Had the job on Robert Harvey too, up to half time. And of course Harvey off the ground a fair bit in his second half, but he's been very good, Lucuria.
Bit of disappointment for Malcolm Blight there to be 6 goals up and then to see it disappear relatively quickly. Clement recovers, gets a call out the back door and answers the call, and away they go again. Tyson Lane playing his 50th game as well.
There it is.
Kicks to half-board. Rocker has it. It's all over. Collingwood has come from behind to run out convincing winners in the end by 18 points. 14 goals of 14 to 12 goals 8. The eventual margin 18 points. And let's remember, St Kilda led by 36 points at half-time.
Late in the
What he
game,
did, he was damaging, and they could be damaging now when you put some music in front of them.
They've got Sydney next week, I think. They
have,
yeah.
yes, Sydney next week.
Colonial Stadium. There's Mickey's happy. Singing Mick.
Convincing winners, Collingwood. They had to come from behind, but they did it well by 18 points.